my name is Samantha Delgado, and this is my personal motto speech. When I first viewed this assignment, I got scared of the title, and as she explained it, I began to think. When I was younger, I grew up with the impression that your motto had to be something that was plastered on your wall, constantly pushed and lived by. It's like the keep calm, carry on that we saw everywhere. Over time, I realized that that is not quite what that is. It is something that you want to live by and stand with, but not to make that the most important part of your life. Over time, and then after that, I realized that my motto tends to be live while you can, when you can, and with who you can. The beginning of the motto starts with live while you can, suggesting that we have a limited time on this earth, which we do, but we need to use it to the best of our ability by going out, seeing people, seeing things, exploring. To live is defined professionally as remaining alive, though I believe that it means that it also means to learn, create, and explore. When you can refers to while you can, but in a different perspective. The opening of the phrase puts a rush on our lives and pushes us to get out of bed and finally do those things we've been meaning to. But while you can, or when you can, suggests that we have that time to pick and choose as well. So, as I said before, living is doing things, but that doesn't mean to constantly stay busy. You can still take time for yourself and to spend with others. Which leads into the portion that says, and with who you can. With who you can isn't strictly your friends and family, but also a neighbor or a church or an organization that you don't really know very well. It means to create new connections with people you haven't met before or expand on those previous relationships. As important as taking time for yourself is, so is spending time with others. Through time, you find your person or your people. You have your obviously blood-related family, but you also have what we call a found family, which comes from maybe your spouse or your best friends or even your animals. Those who represent love, support, and loyalty in your life. Before I end, I would like to share a few more things. If you feel pain, you are alive. And how blessed am I that things didn't work out how I wanted. There are two other quotes that push me to not dwell, but also take life at a pace to fully experience its true potential and purpose. Pain is purposeful. It's a rude but needed guide on what not to do. It shows you consequence and also a place marker for where you went wrong and where to improve. A few years ago, I had broken my leg. Yes, of course, it was painful, but it showed me to take a moment. Yes, I've done that thing 100 of times over and over and over, but one wrong mistake by assuming that I knew exactly what was happening and that I knew the exact outcome ended up in a broken leg. So it shows don't take your life for granted and don't believe you know every single outcome. Go out there and explore. You can leave home and not know your future. It's okay. But also bring someone with you.